Over the last 30 days, Cory Holcomb has put on what I would consider a masterclass of how to kill your career. How much of a downfall this is, we will have to assess that later in the video because it's only right that we start with the most recent footage that just came out, and it's Cory Holcomb mushing, punching, applying hand to face. And he is putting hands on Cristina Payne, and this story went viral because she actually sued him at that time. Nobody had seen the footage at this time, but said footage actually came out. So let's watch that footage. This is Cory right here. This is Cristina Payne. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so they're outside jonesing. That's what she said. Cracking jokes, but it's past the jokes. Cory has stepped in. Boom, mush. Why did he do this? Pow! They pulling so many clothes. This is a horrible fight. She should feel offended at him defending her honor. As you can see, Cory clearly put his hands on her, right? But this was actually not a surprise to anybody from the 5150 fan base because Cory has already talked about this.
So the steady yelling, you, die nigga, yo, you should have died on that scooter, all that shit like this. So I muffed the I walked up to the shut the fuck up. That's what we call it in Chicago when you push a in the head. I muffed the bitch. Hey, the stalked me and kept talking crazy to me, and I can prove it. I got witnesses. So after I muffed the bitch lied and said I punched her.
Cory's only concern for us viewers, the distinction between muffing and punching. Trying to stand on that point is fucking dumb. But if you hit women, that's what you do. There's plenty of niggas that are hitting women. I know women who get hit by men, and I know niggas and women who fight and they actually box. Because there is a difference. One, I've seen relationships, these niggas be boxing. You know what I mean? I don't even view that as domestic violence. It's obviously domestic violence. It's less predatory because I've seen both be aggressors. This video is extremely damaging to anybody. So you putting hands on a woman is not a good look. Cristina Payne has actually come back out. TMZ interviewed her again. So we're about to watch the most up-to-date TMZ interview of her explaining what happened that night.
Cristina, you went to the police back when this happened, filed a police report. It went nowhere. What are you going to do now that there is a video that seems to support at least the fact that you were punched by Cory?
It is hard even seeing that right now, seeing that playback and having to relive all of this all over again.
There's something strange about her. Besides Cory being 100% wrong for hitting her, there's something off about this woman too.
I mean, what I'm asking is, are you going to pursue legal action again? The cops felt it was like a stalemate when it happened because they had no video. Now they got video. So I'm wondering, are you over it or are you going to pursue this in court?
Like, what is that? What is she doing? You know what I'm saying? What is this? This is weird. That's weird. Is she forcing tears? What's happening right now? I feel like his questions are so plain and direct. It's like, you went to court before, the case was dismissed. We now have a video, which why wouldn't they have it before? Are you gonna pursue legal action? And she's like doing this. What the fuck? What is that? What is that? To answer his question for her though, since the case was dismissed, I'm assuming that means they can't retry it. What do they call it? Double jeopardy? I feel like double jeopardy is probably only used in like serious cases like murder, but I think it applies to this too, if that's the term for it. Why, when they initially sued, was the video not subpoenaed or gotten from the club? She had a lawyer. Cory does speak about that in this other clip. I don't think we're gonna watch it, but he does speak about how he's being attacked by a lawyer. TMZ is after him, and he's not wrong. I mean, shit, this is one of our sources, TMZ, and this is 2 years later almost. It sounds like the case was sloppy in general. Yeah, she's strange. She's a strange case.
What's making this so difficult, Cristina, to go forward with it?
He said, what's wrong with you? That's really what he's asking. Are you okay? Are you mentally here? That's what he's asking her. Y'all hear that smoke detector? I hate that it feels like I'm building a case on her not being credible because her getting hit is still very valid. It's valid, and that was wrong, period. But we can't also ignore this.
Footage shows Cory Holcomb reaching over two people and punching me out, and my whole head goes back, and it's a whole horrible whiplash thing. It's horrible. It's like he punches me at 30 miles an hour over the security guard and another person who's trying.
I'm sorry to laugh. 30 miles per hour is funny though.
And to keep him away from me.
Right.
So it's hard. The security guard and another person who's trying to keep him away from me.
Right.
So it's horrible. When you see it, when you see the footage, it's going to change your life.
It's going to change your life. It's a stretch. I've definitely seen worse videos on the internet.
Where did this beef start? Like what?
Where and when?
Yeah.
Well.
And why?
From 12 years ago is from when it initially started, when he wanted me to be his co-host on his radio show.
Oh my God, that is another good point. Apparently 12 years ago, she flew herself to DC. He got her a hotel room because he wanted her to be the co-host on a radio show that he had. And she said that he tried to get some pussy. Tasha K did an interview with her and she was like, yo, let's talk about that.
He got me a room at this place called Dunes Inn on Wilshire Boulevard.
Okay.
It was some Rudy Poot shit. I was like, okay, but it was only going to be for a night. So whatever, I'm flying out tomorrow. But he tried to force himself upstairs, like on some, like, because he was buying the room.
Corey?
Right. Because Cory Holcomb was buying me this hotel room, motel room, mind you, that he had a right to come upstairs and it was about to go down or whatever. He was like, yeah, you know, woo, woo, woo. And I was like, huh? Like, nigga, no. I was like, I'm sorry. I recall you being married. And I, first of all, do not mess with married men. That's just something I just do not do. Because
you light skinned. We were supposed to put you in the Hilton.
Nigga, I am also Filipino.
That's funny.
Okay, so
now would you have gave him some pussy if he would have got you the W?
No, because I don't mess with married men, period.
You
so
started on that. You was like, no. You had to think about it for a
some
second.
examples. I was like, dude,
But if he wasn't married and he got that W hotel, would you have gave Cory Holcomb some pussy?
I probably would have made him still wait a little bit.
Yes.
But like, I would at least had him in a
Tasha K's face is like, you were supposed to say no. Do I believe that story? I do believe it's not 100% false. Cory strikes me as that type of nigga. Which also, if is true, makes it even worse because that means he's been holding like a 12-year grudge on some pussy that was denied. And she won't go away because she's a comedian. So it's like she's in the places that he's at. But another thing that happened over these last 3-4 days, amidst his beef with Anton Daniels, on the very next show, or the show after the one where they almost got into it, decides to start going in on Anton Daniels' daughter and about some like juvenile shit. It wasn't even, let's just play it.
You brag on having no children out of wedlock. You got a picture of his daughter? I'm a dirtbag. You got a picture of his daughter?
That nigga got a picture.
This motherfucker brag on not having no children out of wedlock. That's his daughter. This man said he ain't got no children out of wedlock. Nigga,
That's Cool Mo daughter.
That's who?
Not Cool Mo D, Cool Mo daughter.
That's the air up there, nigga. Look, nigga, let me tell you something. Don't make no more kids, nigga. That bitch gonna be buying pussy like you after a while. If you don't know, nigga, don't ever brag on no motherfucking what you ain't got. Don't nobody want no kids with you, nigga.
A critique that Anton Daniels had, and one that I've had, people on the 5150 show, they don't give him pushback, Craig and Darlene. In a moment like this, your co-host put somebody's daughter on the screen for Craig to crack jokes and like laugh along with it. Does that mean he's also co-signing, I'm a dirtbag too, I'll talk about other niggas' kids? Like, this is when speaking up and not falling in line behind Cory's thought process is extremely necessary, because now we just automatically group you in with that, which that could possibly be what it is. Your opinion gets grouped in with somebody else. And honestly, if you're that much of a dirtbag and you're willing to play like that dirty, then I feel like you should be okay with all type of violence. So I did defend his point because I did think he punked Anton Daniels. I feel like he came out on top.
Say I suck a dick again. I'm right here, right now. All right, that's what I'm saying.
We're rating nigga behavior in that whole situation, but in terms of what that was, I do believe he came out on top over Anton Daniels. Now, that was also when I thought there was a little bit more rules and morality structured around Cory. Now that I've realized there's not, he should have smacked that nigga. Like, that should have been the energy. I seen you mush a bitch. The Anton Daniels thing, that fade definitely should have been caught. Those hands got to be E for everyone. The fact that we can put a compilation together of him talking shit about his daughter is absolutely maddening. That nigga said, God don't love you, that's why your daughter look like that. I didn't even think about it like that. He's looking at an underage kid like that. Whoa, crazy. That's why you don't talk about people's kids. Add that little bit of razzle dazzle on top of that bullshit. Already the violation, but now it's like you're looking at a minor that way, buddy.
Hey, cake ass nigga. I'm from Detroit. When you're not in my face. Cake nigga. Ugly ass daughter. Set out for the slaughter. Fuck your wife. I bought her.
This nigga think he killing shit too. Like, he's fresh off of violating a minor, and now he really feeling himself like, yeah, nigga, I killed that shit. Anton Daniels responds on his show. I'm pulling this off of Self-Talk YouTube page. Listen to this nigga Anton. This is why, like, this is how you ruin your career. Having these two type of enemies. One, actually putting your hands on a woman. Two, the woman being a fucking weirdo. Three, Anton Daniels, and just niggas like him who talk like this.
Pray for me and my family. And at this point, I've been advised not to say anything else about it. She's no longer safe even going to school anymore. I have to figure out how to pick up the pieces. I have to figure out how to pick. Corey, he won. Corey and Craig, you win. You win, I give up. I have to figure out what collateral damage happened after that. You guys win. I got to figure out how to pick up the pieces. Family is in shambles. Daughter is in shambles. Literally having my wife take her over to get evaluated and figure it out because crying inside of the principal's office trying to figure out what to do.
Why does he have that smirk? I personally do not underestimate the psychological damage that it could do, but I also don't like how he's selling it and how he's telling it to us. I don't think anybody that's in shambles talks like that. It doesn't feel like there's any empathy even wrapped into his voice, and he just looks like so happy and appreciative that he has this one up. Something about this does not feel human.
I'm in shambles.
I'm in shambles. Listen to that nigga. You don't want an enemy like that on you. Cory Holcomb actually did respond. This response was fucking weird. Cory Holcomb's last 30 days have been so weird. He ended the year begging for a Netflix deal. Then he started off beefing with Anton Daniels, and in my opinion, won the first exchange. Then the video of him putting hands or punching Cristina Payne comes out. She double backs and does a TMZ interview. And then he violates Anton Daniels' underage child. And then Anton Daniel goes on a weird victory lap talking about how his family's in shambles. That's a bad 30 days. And then you do this. Let's add this to the 30 days. He does this as a response.
Oh, listen to what I'm trying to tell you, man. You want to talk about everybody else, wife, kids, and everybody, but when somebody say something about you, y'all got to go to therapy.
Our chicks was looking dusty as right? And so I'm looking at these women, and the women's breath stink. The kids is dirty and nasty. Kids is dirty and nasty.
Apparently Anton Daniels isn't above talking about children either. That nigga's a scumbag too, playing like that. You know what I mean? So, but look at this mask. That's crazy, right? That's some Myron shit. It's not even a good gorilla mask. That's a mask you get from the dollar store. That's not a name brand gorilla mask. You can tell. Okay, that part was funny. Why does Corey always have so many keys on his, he got keys hanging from his belt loop like he a janitor. These last 30 days, Cory Holcomb has put on a masterclass of how to destroy one's career. Honestly, his last 30 days would have destroyed most careers, but for him, he's gonna be okay because the people that follow him, this is him. This is fine still. So even when I see him producing the numbers that he produces, which are high on YouTube, he's obviously cultured a fan base that does not care and is still gonna support him, which also just kind of like lends the fact to like, the only way to get canceled for real is if the internet silences you. Getting banned from a platform, especially the big ones like YouTube and Twitter or Facebook or something like that, or be on some like Nick Fuentes shit where I don't even think he can have a bank account. Like bro has to get all payments in cryptocurrency. Like he's a loser because of that, because he got banned into not being able to have a debit card as an adult. But as long as Cory doesn't violate that, or as anybody doesn't, I guess as long as you have people that'll support you, you can't really get canceled. It's the evil world we live in. I don't know what the future holds for Cory Holcomb. I honestly think he's gonna be completely okay. But his last 30 days, he's been getting his ass whooped. 2026 is about to be a hell of a year. We're gonna see y'all on the next one. I have no idea what I'm gonna do next, so something might pop up at the end of the screen, but something might not.